Hello, students. We all know that plants are very precious for us, right? Each and every day, you and me, all of us are getting benefited by plants. We have studied about the different types of plants in the previous classes, right? We have studied about medicinal plants, timber yielding plants, ornamental plants, etc. In today's class, we will be studying about fiber yielding plants. Now, what are these fiber yielding plants? Plants which give us the fibers necessary for our everyday use are called fiber yielding plants. So, what are fiber yielding plants? The plants which give us fibers necessary for our everyday use are called fiber yielding plants. Now, what are these fibers, by the way? Fibers are just raw materials available in the form of long, thin, continuous threads which is extracted from these plants, and it is then later through the processing we make it into yarn, and then we get the fabric out of it. So fiber is nothing but the smallest unit of a fabric. Okay, so from the fabric only textiles are made and many other things are made. Okay, so the plants which give us the fibers are called fiber yielding plants. You can see different examples here. Areca, you have the banana plants, you have the bamboo, hemp, jute, kenaf, palm, pineapple, sisal. Okay, so these are just few examples of fiber yielding plants. Now, fiber yielding plants can be divided based on their use, that is, for which purpose the fiber is used, and also based on the plant parts from which they are obtained. Okay, from their source also we can divide. So first let's look at the fiber yielding plants based on their uses. So based on their use, fiber yielding plants can be divided into three types. That is, we have the textile fibers, we have the cordage fibers, and then we have the filling fibers. So first let's look at the textile fibers here. So the textile fibers, what are they? They're just the fibers which is used to make the textiles. Okay, so examples you can see as cotton, flax, rami, hemp, and jute also. Okay, so these plants are sources of the textiles which is then made into yarn and then made into fabric, and then from the fabric we make beautiful clothes or textiles. Okay, so the fiber textile or the fibers which is used to make textiles are called textile fibers. The next one is the cordage fibers. So cordage fiber is a series of intertwined fibers. Okay, so they'll make a combination of these single fibers and they'll make a thicker strand. Okay, so such cordage fibers, they are more stronger, they are very flexible. Okay, so example, they are used to make rope, and all. In Tamil you say it as kair. So they use it for making ropes. Very good example for cottage fiber is the coconut fiber. From the coconut fibers are only ropes are made, right? Okay, so such fibers are called cottage fibers. The last one is filling fibers. So all these mattresses, okay, mattresses and pillows and all, right? So all these are stuffed with these filling fibers only. So very good example for this is the silk cotton. Okay, so when you cut open the pillows and mattresses, you can see very soft cottons coming out, right? So that is nothing but the filling fibers only. So fibers which are used to make or stuff the pillows and mattresses are called filling fibers. Example, silk cotton. Okay, so we studied about on the basis of their uses, fiber yielding plants can be divided into three: textile fibers, cottage fibers, and filling fibers. So next, based on their plant parts, that is from which part of the plant is that fiber obtained, they can be divided into four. So we'll be looking at the first one. So the first one is the plant fibers, which include the seed hair. Okay, so example is cotton. You can say cotton which is attached with seeds, right? So from the seeds only this cotton is extracted and then made into fabric from the fibers obtained. So it is a soft fiber which grows around the seeds of the cotton plant here, and most of the fabric are made using this only, cotton. So it has excellent absorbing capacities and it is very comfortable to wear also, right? Yes. So plant fibers including seed hairs, example is cotton. Next is stem fibers or the bast fibers. So these are groups of long thick walled fiber cells which is obtained from the stem of the plants. Okay, so example you can see here flax and jute also. Okay, so the stem is only obtained from the stem, only the fiber is obtained. Next one is the leaf fibers. So they are the toughest of all the fibers, okay, compared to the other two seed hairs and stem fibers. Leaf fibers are very tough fibers and they are obtained from the leaves only. From the leaves only such fibers are obtained. Examples of such plants are agave, sisal and cantella. The next one is the husk fiber. So you know that coconut has an outer covering, right, which is very hard. So that is called as the husk. Okay. So the fiber which is obtained from that husk or the outer covering is called as the husk fiber. Example for this is the coconut. So when you take a coconut, the outer layer, from that outer layer is very hard, right? So from that we can extract some fibers. So such fibers are called husk fibers. Yes, so we have come to the end of the session. So today we learned about fiber yielding plants. What are fiber yielding plants? The plants which give us fibers for everyday use are called fiber yielding plants. On the basis of their uses, it is divided into three: textile fibers, cottage fibers, and filling fibers. And on the basis of their source, that is from which part of the plant we are getting this fiber, it is divided into four. We studied that plant fibers include seed hairs and stem hair fibers, leaf fibers, and finally we saw about husk fibers. So that's all for today, students. Thank you.